What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Tokyo Dark. In the last episode, we made our way through the forest, and now we are at the Kamenkai compound. And man, I feel very mixed about missing or not missing this background soundtrack, which is very anxiety-inducing, but very expertly done, if I had to say so myself. But regardless, here we are chatting with Hisako, or rather, witnessing Hisako chat with Emiko, it looks. I can't let my daughter be in the ritual. That's not for you to decide. You know her importance, what the guru says she can show us. But she's my daughter. Tokimasa hasn't told us what he's going to do to her. Yeah, it's rightfully concerning. She is our daughter, Hisako. What if it doesn't work like he says? She's so young. You doubt him now? It's because she's so young she was chosen. Her mind is not stained by regret, sadness, or corruption. She's perfect. I mean, 4 and 5-year-olds can experience those emotions. I know that. Then why hesitate? The guru tells us we're approaching the moment that will bring us true peace. The culmination of everything we've worked for. Somehow, your child is the focal point. He says she will be granted a sight even more profound than his own. She can lead us. So much pressure to put on such a young little girl. I only want to make sure she's okay, and naturally so. He promised me she'd be safe, but now I'm not so sure. Call it a mother's intuition, maternal instinct. The guru will make sure she's taken care of. She'll want for nothing and be blessed with new sight. It's the only way. The world is on the brink of ruin. There's no time left. My own children will... Emiko, don't worry. There are children now. I wish you would pull that. When Hisako was like, oh, but like, she's my daughter. And then Emiko's like, she's our daughter. And Hisako's like, don't worry. Our children will be fine. They'll be safe. No, my own mother betrayed me. She dragged my children away to die in the filth. Huh. Oh, interesting. So this is after that's taken place. I'm sorry. I must be strong. Soon we will have no more worries and ascend from our flesh. This just sounds like a group suicide waiting to happen. You know, don't you? I saw you outside when he told us. Yes. All of the things I studied, they were only ever used by corrupt people to control one another, to hurt one another. Soon we'll be free of all that. We'll escape the suffering of this world and be reborn. And it will be Irena who shows us the way. She will be the bridge. I don't like where this is going. You're right. I always knew she was special. Even when she was growing inside me, I could feel it. Promise me again. Promise me she'll be taken care of. Oh, are we back at Max Investigation now? Hey, Max Investigation. I'll take it. Alright, let's keep on moving. Can I not go in this room? Question mark? Okay, then do I leave or what? I guess we'll head this way? We gonna find anything on the way out? We're gonna have a friend greet us on our way out? Wouldn't be surprised. So much less, like, dramatic and just intense music-wise out here. What is this? What's this? It looks like a simple wooden amulet. How did I not notice it before? Oh, that's the one that was mentioned before. It's the one she gave Reina, I think, right? Well, what is this? I feel strange, like I'm back there again. There. Huh? Whoa. What is this? Huh? The mask. Oh, that's Reina wearing the mask. And those were bodies in the back, I think. Whoa. Whoa, what is going on? The mask was like distorting and such. Was that like from the mask bearer's perspective? It's all dark. Huh? Where am I? The forest path. I saw things and started running. When I found the amulet, it cut away the fog that had been surrounding me and showed me the truth. Uh-oh, sanity dropping. Oh no, we're in one of those situations again. The mask, the Kamenkai Reina was there the whole time. They all killed themselves and made her wear the mask. That day was when it started, when Reina became the mask bearer, when her suffering truly began. The pulse of the dark had changed again. The fuzzy image I had before snapped into focus. Everything I need to put an end to this is in my hands. Interesting. Whoa. This reminds me of the beginning of the game. How long has it been, I wonder? A man in a sewer, a girl with red hair, memories and thoughts that aren't my own? I'm in over my head. I'm so stretched out it feels like the slightest breeze could topple me, and each time I get close to the truth, something drags me farther away. I feel like I'm so close. All the threads are leading to one place, and yet I haven't stopped to think of what finding it means. I'm on a ride that I have no control over, and that's moving too fast to focus on what's passing me by. If only I could go back and slow down, give myself some time to think. Instead, I keep rushing forward towards the unknown. Before I went to Aokigahara, I thought I had a handle on things. Then Reina showed up and turned it all on its head. My whole life I've thought that if I only connected the dots and contextualized the clues, it'd make everything simpler and it'd all work out. Ironically, I feel like, just in general, the more you learn you don't know. This time, I'm not so sure. The only thing left to do is hold on tight and see where I end up. With me is a little wooden mask that so many died for, and now I'm using it myself. It doesn't feel right. It was her pain I felt back in the compound, the focal point to all of her misery. I wonder if it's the real Reina I've seen, or is that girl long gone? No, what I felt in the compound and the misery I feel in the dark are the same. It's her. The mask, Reina, the dark, all tied to the door. Despite everything I'd seen and all the mysteries that had been explained to me, what awaited me there was still unknown. My only chance to see Kazuki again is to go into those filthy tunnels and find it. Only then do I have any hope of using it to change his fate. Something with that much power would have a cost, and I'd be forced to accept it without question. Nothing can ever be the same after today. My chance at a normal life disappeared the minute I took the mask from evidence. Or maybe it would have found its way back to me eventually. Kazuki Tanaka, the man I've suffered so much for, has been silent. Maybe he's not even down there anymore. I've seen what Reina has become as a result of the mask. Would that happen to me? Now that I know the way, is that what I really want? This is great. I'm really liking this dialogue. The horrible object was made out of the death of innocent people and fed hundreds of years later with more death. Why continue the cycle? Why shouldn't I destroy it? I suppose that's obvious, because I'd be destroying Kazuki and Reina along with it. If I don't act soon, it feels like the world will tear apart at the seams. The dark is creeping in at the seams, affecting people, and even if they can't see it like I do, I have to do something. Shinjuku and Kamakura, the two places where my path started, are also where it has to end. This is it. I need to choose. Follow the thread further into the darkness, or attempt to cut it and return to the light. Do I actually choose? Is this actually a choice I get to make? Or is it made? Oh man! Oh my goodness, guys! Okay, so I think we have a pretty big decision to make here. That said, I don't really know which of these options represents which. Would going to Shinjuku mean going to the sewers and looking for the door? Would Kamakura be a place to, I don't know, return the mask and give it away? Like, I don't know. Oh man, this is where I wish I could make a save file and then split. I thought the decision would be made for me based on my, what are the different like stats I have. Oh man, this is intense. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I think I think I'm gonna go to Shinjuku. I think I'm gonna go to Shinjuku and tempt insanity. I think if I were actually in Detective Ito's shoes, I would go to Kamakura and burn the mask. And cut my losses at Detective Tanaka and Reina, rather than gamble with letting the dark pervade into the real world after I lose my sanity myself and lose my own capability to destroy it. But I can't not go to Shinjuku. I can't not. I have to go. I have to know. I have to step into the dark and find out what it is. Oh, this darn autosave sign. I hate that I'm autosaving. They're still giving me the chance to go back. Yeah, let's go. Can we check out, what's going on in the butterfly bar? Is there gonna be anything of relevance in here? This could be interesting. That's right, she's in here. Uh-oh, better sound the alarm. The detective is back. Darn it, every time I come in here, you... Don't sweat it, detective. I'm just busting your chops. Besides, it's not my problem anymore. Huh? I'm out of here. Wait, that other job, the sketchy one, you didn't... Nope, probably won't believe me, but I actually took your advice. Heck, I hardly believe it myself. How flattering. Didn't think the hard-boiled detective would be so thin-skinned. Yeah, anyway, where are you headed? Don't know, but I think I'll leave the city. My big dreams kind of got drowned out, and now it's hard to be here and not fall back into old habits. Like hitting the old reset button, right? Reset button, huh? I could use one of those right about now. Yeah, no kidding. Things gotten that bad? I don't know yet. Probably. Only way to find out is to keep moving. Anything I can help with? Probably. Hey, don't give me that look. I mean it. No BS this time. Thanks, but I think I have to see out the rest of my problems on my own. Then why did you come in here? Couldn't tell you. I guess I've just kind of gotten wrapped up in this place. Sounds like you're the one who needs to leave the city. Probably. Bad places lead to bad memories, lead to bad decisions if you ask me, and I'm an expert on bad decisions. At least neither of us will have to deal with Goto or the million other perverts like him. For now, anyway. Good luck. Nah, you hold on to your luck. Looks like you could use it more than me. See you around, Ito. Oh, that was a surprisingly warming interaction. Oh man, everything is telling me we shouldn't be going down this path. We really shouldn't. We really shouldn't. Maybe I'll chat with this guy. Maybe I will go back. Maybe I will go to Kamakura. Is he moving out too? Oh, hey Ayami, perfect timing. Daizo, what's all this? Looks like you're all packed up. Like I said, perfect timing. I'm closing down. Oh, and this is good? It's great. To be honest, the last time I saw you, I was kind of slipping again, Going down memory lane, but in the worst way possible. Then I remembered our conversation the other day. How you said your attitude is the seasoning that flavors the food and all that. That sounds a lot more poetic than I would have said it, but yeah, I remember. Anyway, I realized the only flavor that could come out of this place was bitter. Real bitter. Then, crazy thing, my wife comes in after refusing to see me for years. Uh-oh. Yeah, uh-oh is right. Funny, she looked so much older than I remembered. Guess I came to a bit of a revelation when I saw her. I was clinging to this place, but for what? A life that I haven't been living, for a what if that'll never happen. I realized giving up was keeping this place going. Not the other way around. Huh, guess some people do have some happy endings. If you call crippling debt happiness, it wasn't cheap to run this place. At least that wedding ring I pawned took care of rent for the short term. So what are you going to do now? Well, Haruto's always bugging me to join him on the road on that takoyaki stand of his. You didn't seem so keen on that last time we talked. Well, you've had a change of heart? Have you been talking to Haruto again? No, could just see it on your face is all. He's always been my biggest supporter. Figure the least I can do is give the old lug a shot. Besides, with his help, I'm getting back in touch with my daughter. Man, everyone's on the positive upturn. This makes me want to go back to Kamakura. I might change my mind. Things aren't all rainbows and daisies, but I'll get there somehow. What about you? Me? What about me? Did that Idol magazine I gave you end up helping you? Raised more questions than it answered. I doubt I could help you with all the complicated stuff you do. Cooking was all I was ever good at. It's like you said though, keep following through until the end, right? Yeah, I guess so. Take care of yourself, Daizo. Don't be a stranger. Come by me in Haruto's stand sometime. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be honest. I have to go to Kamakura. I have to. I'm gonna feel so bad about myself if I keep going and slip into insanity over this mask. Every bit of me is. I have to be genuine to myself. I think my curiosity is killing me, and I'm sure it's killing you guys all the same. But I have to go to Kamakura. I just have to. Every bit of my actual person is telling me I need to carry through this in a benevolent manner. It feels strange to be back on these streets, knowing everything I do now. Ancient cults, a troubled family, and a girl named Lena, all united by the history of death and suffering caused by a simple object. All that meaningless death of innocent people for what? To protect mankind? To make us better? Don't make me laugh. No more. I've gone down this rabbit hole far enough. I refuse to be a slave to the mask any longer. I'll destroy it. Turn it back to ashes and do the world a favor. My final defiant act as reality breaks apart at the seams. The Kawanas are waiting at the shrine. They know as well as I do the torment the mask brings with it. Let's hope the old woman can do what she says she can. Alright guys, let's do it. Let's do it. If you guys are curious, as I'm sure you are, as I am myself, I will try to figure out what happens the other way. Whether that's me actually playing through it myself again when I have the time, because I have so much time. Can we go in here? It looks like there's fire going on in the back behind the house, which is concerning, but yeah, I want to know what happens if we go down into the sewers really badly. So maybe I will on my own time try and play back to this point. Ugh. Whoa. What? What? Mask, don't you be doing this to me. I'm gonna go burn you. You're about to get all burnt up. Don't even try right now. Come on, Detective Ayami. Detective Ito. Keep going, keep going. You can make it. I see the mask. I see you, Mask. We're gonna make it. Mask, what did I tell you? Not again. I won't let you control me. Why now? Is it trying to stop me? This mask, born out of death and suffering, shouldn't be in this world. Maybe those people were trying to restore things. Ugh. Why am I thinking about that? I have to keep moving. What is this feeling? Fear? I'm afraid to go forward. I have to go back. I can't move. Death. Everything about this place feels like death. What if I'm wrong? Kazuki and Reina, they could still be down there. That's what it wants. It's why I need to destroy it. But, oh god, what will happen? Why is it pleading with me? Oh no. Is this where our neurosis insanity comes into play? All those lives trapped in the mask want to be free, don't they? Then why? I don't think we could free them. We don't want the dark to break the seams of reality and let all of the dead come back to life. Shout out to Code Geass. I can still turn back. Now is my last chance. I'm so confused. What do I do? We have a chance to go back. We are going through with this. I need to do this for myself. I will feel bad on a personal level if I don't go through with this. I'll feel bad given my natural curiosity, but we are going to go through with this. We're going to end this mask. We're going to make the world a better place, even if it means sacrificing the memory, the potential of bringing, Tanaka and Reina back. I think the real, living, sane versions of the two of them would probably want the same. Huh? Ito? So you came after all? Yes, of course she did. She knew it was the right thing to do. You brought something, didn't you? From the compound? I did. I found an old wooden amulet. You were right. The darkness I felt there was the same. Seriously? Wait, this is actually real? When I was there, I saw visions from the past, of people who are gone now. I know about the ritual Tokimasa tricked them into performing. How could you have let it happen? She was just a girl. There's no answer I can give that would satisfy you. No answer? Is that the best you can do? That's why you fled, isn't it? You knew all about Tokimasa's ritual and what would happen to everyone who was left behind. Yet you took Mai and Takashi and ran and did nothing to stop it. Stop it? What would have changed? Emiko knew what staying meant for her children as well as I did. She was willing to die, however, Tokimasa told her to. I couldn't persuade my own daughter to save herself. Think I didn't try? The police never would have believed an old woman talking about ancient rituals. I had no choice. They were monsters. They weren't monsters, they were lost, looking for answers in a world that had none for them. Much like you. Like us. In my years with the mask, I could hear them sometimes in the darkness, along with voices I did not recognize. I always thought they were vengeful, restless, punishing me for my sins. Once we purify the mask, perhaps they will forgive us. Did you find the girl who's chasing you? This Vena? Did you ask her forgiveness? Forgiveness? I'm not sure if that's possible anymore. After everything that girl went through, all of her self-hatred and her sorrow are a part of the mask now. I felt it all at this shrine the day I shot her. Do you think that this will put a stop to all of it? The whispers, Vena, all of the strange things we've seen? Atonement is a journey, one that expands past our time on this earth. Wow, this is intense. This is intense. This is deep. It will at least allow us to take the first step to righting our own sins. Our sins, huh? Hold on. I've only ever done good luck rituals and harmless little blessings. This is different. Grandma, this is real. I don't know if I can do this. Mai, calm yourself. A ritual has meaning in its very act. It is the God's way of preparing us for the true test. You are a pure child. This sounds awfully familiar. And combined with your will, the ritual will gain power. It will work. It must. Why me? Because you are not corrupted by... I don't like this. I don't like the sounding of this. Only you can. You can bring your mother peace. Please, Mai. You have to try. I know you think it's crazy, but this mask has caused a lot of people to suffer. It doesn't matter if you believe us. Just do it knowing that it will help me and your grandma move on. You haven't seen what we've seen, so I don't blame you for being skeptical, but you can believe in helping us, right? Omae o shinjiru, omae, or what is it? Yeah, I think it's like, believe in the, or no, that was like, oh, what's the Gurren Lagann quote again? Lizzie's throwing a fit that I don't remember it. Omae o shinjiru, omae o shinjiro? But that's more like the believe in the you that believes in you. I feel like that's the one that comes at the end. I forget what the beginning one is. Oh man, darn it, I don't remember it in Japanese. I just want this all to end. Me too. Every day it's been harder to keep things straight, and I think this mask is partly to blame. It's silly. I'm not religious, never have been. But I want this all to stop, to be normal again. I want to believe that it will work, and in you. So please, I'm begging you to try. Okay. Thank you, Mai. Mai, are you ready? Oh man, it's about to happen. I just need a moment to prepare. What if we're wrong? What do you mean? What if the mask isn't the problem? What if we're making it worse? An old man told me that the mask didn't create the shadows, it only opens your vision to them. So are we doing the right thing? What if we're missing something? Are you losing your resolve? No, it's just Tanaka, the man who died, the one I was searching for. He always said a what if isn't good enough for a detective. I guess old habits die hard, and there's still so much I don't understand. And I guess we have to rely on a leap of faith. And you never will. It's a matter of faith, child. Faith is a really tough concept to understand. I feel like a lot of people use the word without actually really understanding what it means. Okay, I'm ready. Emiko, please forgive me for leading you to those people and for what happened to you. I tried to save you. I tried. I pray you find peace. Grandma, are you ready? Yes, I'm ready. Here we go. As the ritual continued, I felt an overwhelming sadness. Like something had been ripped out of me that I would never find again. At that moment, the whispers of the mask turned to desperate, pleading screams. I closed my eyes and hugged myself like a child, feeling at that moment utterly engulfed in fear. Oh man. Mask looks pretty creepy there. and it breaks, releasing all of the shadows and the chaos onto the earth, and that was the apocalypse. Then there was silence. When I opened my eyes, the mask was split in two. I knew at that moment Kazuki was dead and had been all along. We all left the shrine in silence. I never returned. Is this the end? Nothing was quite right after that day. Reina's presence was gone, but I started to feel other things. The shadows began to take on new, fearful shapes. Tokyo began to change. Crime shot up and the murder rate peaked at an all-time high that year. The police were so swamped with the wave of violence that they reinstated me as a homicide detective. The investigation into me was dropped entirely. I quit within 6 months, just didn't have the stomach for it anymore, and after what happened to Kazuki, I could never focus. What if the ritual was a mistake? What if everything that happened since is all my fault? Yeah, what if we didn't actually solve the problem, right? What if we just got rid of our way to see it? Sometimes I wake up at night wondering if the world of the dark was the truth and my life is now a dream. An afterimage after being exposed to bright flash. I don't go out much these days. I can't bear to face the real world. Is this a bad ending? What? Whoa. Oh, so this ending must indicate it's maybe a light ending of some sort? Cool ending, though. It was cool. Very, very morally ambiguous. It really hits at the curiosity of people like me and Detective Ito, right? So we're left making this sort of decision to get rid of the mask. We snap back to reality. We admit and we acknowledge that Tanaka is dead, that Reina is dead, and maybe we do leave the darkness to actually impact the world, but we don't actually know, and that's kind of what's burning inside Detective Ito at the end, and burning inside me right now, right? I'm left dying to know what would have happened if we went into the sewers. What would have happened if we went into the sewers? It seemed like everyone was moving on for a better life, and this was our stepping stone to do so. Could we have gone into the sewers, into the dark, through the door, and eliminated the darkness? Found Tanaka, found Reina, found our answers, come to terms with it, and come out of that sane? I don't know. I don't know, and I want to know so badly. So, and I'm sure you guys want to know badly too. So, I'll see what I can do for maybe another bonus episode, you know, ending type 2. Let me know if you guys want to see that. But with that in mind, I don't think this game is finished in its entirety, but I will give my initial ending thoughts. I really like the game as a whole. I think it was decently sized, right? I'm a little surprised by kind of how short it seemed, but it was a good length because it was starting to get a little bit monotonous. In the beginning, I think the theme and the art style and the music is really cool. It stays that way too. I really like the visuals, the aesthetics, and thank you to all 5,551 Kickstarter backers. Wow, I was not one of them. Kind of wish I was, but the Collector. Yo, the Collector, probably my favorite character. Probably the Collector and Detective Ito, as one might anticipate. Interesting. Most interesting. You're nothing but a crow, feeding on the carrion that time leaves in its wake. What is this interaction? Forgive me for not being an impartial spectator of human suffering. The woman had her own desires. I only gave her a little push. But the result, this cannot be. Not right at all. The mask rid from this world, I won't accept it. Why? What do you care? Huh? Is the Collector like Tokimasa? Shall I tell the reason it bothers you so? Because you gain nothing from this truth. But make no mistake, it is a truth. Another possibility. Huh? Time is not a single thread, but a complex tapestry, pushed and formed into a picture by the forces of fate and chance. The different threads present a myriad of truths, but all an aspect of the same visage nonetheless. A myriad. Interesting. Interesting. I would have thought one so interested in history would adhere to a single truth. On the contrary, if history has taught me anything, it is that there is no one truth. The deeper one gazes, the more complex it becomes. Yes, all are truth, all grant insight into the same puzzle. You're right, my old friend. Time is a spiral, and observe it long enough and we may yet learn something. No, she is not your plaything. It is not your decision. There is only one way this can end, only one way for the world to remain intact and stop the thing that's coming. It must be protected. The thing that's coming, what? The role must be performed. Stubborn, so stubborn. Allow me to ask you a question. I believe I know it already. You've asked it before. Indulge me. I asked her the same question. If the dancing puppet looks up and sees its strings, does it remain a puppet? What a fate and chance then. I answer your riddle with one of my own. You see the storm clouds approaching, and though you can take shelter or alter your course, does the storm not come regardless? No fun. You've never tolerated my philosophical side. Nor you me when I tell you how things are. I suppose that's because we are one and the same. But what of her? All we can do is see, but eventually she will end up there. This is so mysterious. This is tearing every bit of my curiosity in all these different directions. There's only one path which will hold the world together. There's only one path which will hold the world together. New Game Plus. New Game Plus, guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. Okay, so, yeah, real quick. I'm going to spend a couple minutes talking about the game again, and then we'll talk about where we're going to go from here. Yeah, overall, I enjoyed the characters. I enjoyed the game. The story itself is pretty cool. It wasn't as interactive, I don't think, as I anticipated. It was very kind of linear, fetch questy, which is fine to an extent. I do think, though, I was most okay with that sort of a structure when I was continually exploring new areas and meeting new characters that were genuinely really interesting. I think in the beginning the characters were pretty interesting, though not a lot of them came back after we left their particular city, which I think is something that could have been improved on, or they could have tied into a more complex story. I do think a save feature would have been helpful. The autosave feature adds a lot of pressure to situations, or to like each decision, which is really nice, but knowing that I'm gonna have to go back through the entire game to get a different ending is pretty daunting, admittedly. So I don't know how I feel about that. I like Detective Ito's character. I like, the main characters do seem pretty interesting. The effects and everything were really cool. They do a good job at describing, what anxiety would be like, and the pressure of those situations, really making you think about these sorts of decisions, putting you in moral gray areas. And I like games that make you think in that sense. And that's kind of what I was looking for out of Tokyo Dark. That ending, that post-credits clip, is destroying me. It tells me there's more than one ending. And given, our Tokyo Dark ending was like the white background with the black logo, I'm sure there's one that's a black background with the white Tokyo Dark logo. And there's probably somewhere in between too. And I want to see what's beyond the door. What is the dark? And I know you guys probably do too. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to research a little bit. I'm not going to spoil myself though. And I'm going to probably see if I can play through the game again and get the various endings or unlock interesting paths as far as things go. I know there's medication didn't seem to play too huge of a role. Our stats at certain points didn't seem to influence our decisions. I want to know how much flexibility there is in this game, and I want to show that off to you guys too, and give you guys my reactions, and allow you guys to indulge in the puzzle, the riddle that seems to be this game. So yeah, overall liked it quite a bit, and I'm sure there's still more to offer. So I'll hold my final judgments and thoughts until then. But let me know what you guys think of this ending. Let me know how you guys feel right now. I think this game was intending to instill that sort of intellectual curiosity, that sort of wanting to know, right? About just about everything, different options, what if, answering the what if like a typical detective. And I think it did a great job at doing that. So I definitely applaud Tokyo Dark for that. And I want to know if you guys agree with me on that. But anyways, I will see you guys in the next episode when we hopefully have some other ending or some other big branching point, some other story arc to explore. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.